I have sworn to solemnly swear. You will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States. That I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
And will to the best of my
Yep. Reagan. That started my era of life.
Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
Oh, Lord.
With those items, the big question I know you're asking Jacqueline about was the tickets. We hear Secret Service telling people have your tickets ready for the viewing inside Capitol Arena, but Secret Service is not actually.
Right now, Trump is, I think, a block away from the White House at church. And yes, Mark Zuckerberg and a couple of other people are there at the church as well this morning. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all about to see what it do when he get in office. I'm not sure how y'all forget what he already done back in 2016 when he was elected, but okay.
We could definitely check in and get that question for you. I am in touch with DC Police and Secret Service officials, the media spokespeople, and they're telling us the arena is not at capacity yet, so there's some good news there.
Yeah, and I think they aren't going to be able to fit everybody in because the third level of the arena might be capped off with security.
That's right. That's right. So, no, to answer your question, we have not heard any of that. Again, while they are telling people to have your tickets ready, they are not denying people access.
Also, those that may be watching this from DC and want to know, the parade that usually goes on around 3 o'clock, that sometimes, well, usually is outside, it will be inside the arena today. And everybody that's talking smack about, oh, why did he move it inside? Because here in DC, it's like in the 20s. So he did it again for us. So we wouldn't, be standing out there for hours and hours as the speeches and everything commence. So they moved it inside. There you go. See, dangerously cold temperatures. Like, get your life together. Y'all trying to make something out of nothing, but just like greatness happen.
Toss things over to Chief Meteorologist Tucker Barnes with the latest on this weather alert. I'll share my weather fun fact of the day. Do it. Scanning through the National Weather Service inauguration facts, the warmest and the coldest January inauguration were the same president. President Reagan had the coldest, and he also had the warmest.
Steve, I was a very young man for his first one.
So was I.
In fact,
I was like 8 or 9.
Being very balmy out for that one in, I think it was 1981. All right, 28 now in Washington. As advertised, that cold moving in real quick behind the snow and sleet we had yesterday. These are actual air temperatures, and our wind chills, again,
What's up, Tucker?
Are the big story here, as they are generally in the single digits, and even in some cases colder than that. All right, that map is not terribly impressive. Let's see if we can get it.
Definitely could have been there, y'all, for the inauguration. I literally live up the street from Capital One Arena, like literally up the street from Capital Arena. But God bless all these people out here that brave the cold. It is going to be inside the arena. Everybody won't make it in because it's only like 20,000 people I think the arena holds. But I am so excited about today. Y'all know this is my president. I voted for him the last time. I voted for him during Biden's term when he didn't win, and I voted for him this time. Baby, let's go. I'm excited and I'm happy for the changes that are about to come back to the United States.
Otherwise, everyone's here getting ready. Hey, folks, where are you coming from?
Tennessee.
Tell me, how old are you?
God bless y'all. Everybody that braved the weather out there for our new elected president, God bless you.
Tell me why you decided you want to be here.
To support Trump.
All right. Thank you guys. We're going to be catching up with the line. I know you guys, we have staff Fox 5 staffers all over the place, but yeah, just
what's up,
a lot
Stephanie?
of activity here. And also,
when I say I'm super excited, guys, I could have definitely went to the event. I live right up the street from Capital One Arena.
Blocking most of the view as you see Donald Trump, the incoming president, and Melania. There you go. They're walking around the side of the car, hand in hand. And Melania Trump with the black and white hat on to match her outfit. They were inside the church. Barron Trump was inside as well, seated in the front row. Also heard from the White House pooler who was inside this morning, that seated with them Former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, also Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sanchez, obviously the guest of Jeff Bezos. So financially, right now, you're at 450 billion plus, just sitting in the front row of the pew inside the church this morning.
And they'll be at the swearing in as well. We know that also Jared Kushner also entered the church there for that brief service as everything continues to get underway ahead of the swearing in.
So we saw earlier at the
Are the commemorative inauguration smart trip cards, and you can see the line is dwindling, or the line actually keeps growing, but the supply of cards is dwindling. Station managers here helping people make their purchases, but also warning them that they are going to run out at any minute, and people are coming from all over.
That's dope.
I want to bring in Charlie from Chicago.
I didn't know they had cards like that. I had one like 2 years ago.
Well, I got one for me.
I mean, 4 years ago.
My souvenirs from this amazing election. And one for my dad, because I know he's been following this election too. We've been following politics. I grew up in a house. We watched Fox News growing up, and all kinds of different news channels now too. But we've been always following along and see what's going on, and it's just great to see this awesome story come to an end here, where you had him win a term, out of office for 4 years, and now we're back.
We're back.
America's back too, so I'm excited.
So how have you found DC so far? The metro system good to you?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, there's.
I know you lying.
I tried to get an Uber last night. I had to walk for quite a while, but you know, that's part of the deal.
The only reason it's hard to get an Uber or Lyft, just so y'all know, I don't know if I have clips from yesterday that I can insert into this video. But literally from all the way to the White House, all the way up to here, usually where the cutoff is a gated area. Everything's roped off, cement blocking things, so it's going to be hard for the next couple of days to get a Lyft or Uber.
Charlie, thank you so much for being patient and you know, hey, those are a hot commodity on eBay right now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be selling mine. I think they're too valuable to me. I don't think I could get the money's worth. So I think they'll be in my collection for a long time.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much. Well, that is the latest from here, guys, and we'll keep you posted on the smart cards, but also all the changes. Fox5DC.com. We have a special story that has everything you need to know about Metro.
All right, Melanie, thank you so much. We want to go live to the White House now. You see on your screen where President
Just trying to
Biden
show y'all bits and
Jill
pieces of
Biden
what's going on right now. Seeing how I live in the city. This is happening. This is Inauguration Day for President Trump. And then I'll come back live. I'll come back live, y'all. I'll figure it out.
At the White House, as they will literally change everything. I mean, from the decor to the furniture to everything inside of the Oval Office. All that has to be switched around so that when the president-elect arrives at the White House later today, everything is just as they want it to be. So you can consider it basically the most efficient moving team, crew, whatever you want to call them, anywhere in the world.
That transition of power certainly underway, and so far smooth.
So far.
It's like a movie, y'all.
9:18. We have a long way to go, obviously, as today we continue the tradition of the peaceful transfer of power between the outgoing president and the incoming president-elect. As we actually just saw the president, the vice president-elect, all heading over to St. John's, as we're keeping an eye on the White House.
I couldn't think of the name of the church. That's the church that he's at, St. John's. It's right next to the White House, y'all.
Literally across the street, St. John's. I mean, it's just not.
Comment down below if when the weather clears up, you guys want me to do like a little tour.
So certainly another key that's steeped in tradition here.
All right, we're keeping an eye
Of
on
the area.
While we do so, let's turn things over to Maureen Ume. She's outside of St. John's right now. Mo?
That's right. You know, you talked about the peaceful transfer of power, and one of the symbols of that is what happens at St. John's Episcopal Church, where the president begins his day. Let me step aside. You can see there is some movement now of people leaving that church service. We understand it's going to wrap up in the next 5 minutes or so, but you're seeing the motorcades now leaving there. A crowd has gathered, hoping to catch a glimpse.
Yes, they was all outside yesterday. Up this way, down the street. Like I said, I live in that area where the museums and everything corresponds like going into the White House. So yeah. Like I said, comment down below, and like when the weather starts to clear up, I definitely will do videos and stuff in the area.
Cars that had been in front of
I
St.
will
John's
walk to the
Episcopal,
museum
now
from my
leaving the
house
premises, as they will
and
now
the White
head
House to show
for
you.
the ceremonial tea that happens between the outgoing president and the incoming president. Right now, again, a lot of people gathered. I want to just move from this shot, and Miles, if you can, just turn around and show the crowds that have gathered. So many people from across the country gathered here, hoping to catch a glimpse of the president-elect. All of them here hoping again to just lend their voices to what's happening here. They're calling it a movement. They're calling it a change. They're saying this is them gathered to show that this is a new day in America and that they're.
Little
This is what
black
I was
gates.
talking about, y'all. I would have had more footage.
I'll come
but
down
it was
later
really
so y'all
cold
see it in
yesterday,
its
and my
full
phone was dying.
entirety,
This is
but-
right outside my building. They're of course all up now.
What do you think?
But usually my neighborhood, as you see the barricade up there,
Don't worry
is
about
cut
Trump.
off. So it's from Shaw
Protesters
right
down here
here
tripping
outside
boots.
my building all the way down to the White House.
It's like in front of my
with
building
the
once
barricades.
again
They
for
do
the
this every
inauguration
time.
tomorrow.
It's an
They
election.
about to
The world leaders come to town.
gate all of
Anything,
us, so-
like that, they'll barricade off. I'll definitely come
Per
back
usual.
during his swearing in. But I just wanted to show you guys this real quick.